Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and radical progressive Democrat Cori Bush caused chaos in the House of Representatives, once again claiming that something not going her way was racist. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So Steve Scalise, the Republican representative who you might remember years ago was shot on a baseball field by a crazed Democrat. Steve Scalise was talking about bills that are before the House right now and people coming together, Republicans and Democrats, to get legislation passed, to do the people's work. Sounds like a good idea, right? Not to Cori Bush, it didn't. Cori Bush disrupted the proceedings to claim that all the Republican bills that are being proposed are racist, because I don't think Cori Bush ever met anything she did not think was racist. I want you to take a look at the video and this absolute lack of decorum from Cori Bush.
If both sides won't, we still will do that work. And I would yield one more time to the gentlelady.
Be in order.
Mr. Speaker, the House is not in order.
The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
Are those even more strikable?
The gentlelady from Massachusetts is recognized.
Absolutely disgusting. There is no excuse for a United States representative to act like that. It's shameful. It's unbecoming of the office of representative. And it's simply also not true. To say that these bills are racist is ridiculous. She has no basis for that. Here's what Cori Bush does, in my opinion. She just shouts racist at things, and then other people have to defend themselves. And I've said this a long time ago to Republicans, to Republican people, to people like you who are watching me right now. When you're arguing with a Democrat and they shout racist, that is their last desperate attempt to change the subject because they're losing on the merits. So what they do, what their plan is they shout something like racist at you. And then you, if you fall for the scheme, and most people do, because nobody wants to be called a racist, if you fall for it, the conversation then changes from what you were talking about to now you defending yourself against charges of racism, trying to prove you're not a racist, to somebody who's never going to acknowledge that you're not a racist, so it's a futile effort. My advice when something like that happens, I've given it to Republican lawmakers, and I'm giving it to you. When somebody calls you a racist, say, I appreciate your thoughts. They're incorrect, but let's get back to the subject. And then continue on what you're talking about. They will shout racist again. At that point, you just ignore them, and you just stay on your points. And as long as you stay on your points, you're going to find out that most of their arguments are based on emotion and not fact, and you will win the argument. It's actually that simple. Just don't let them distract you. Don't let them change the subject. Pretty simple. The other thing they do now, instead of shouting racist, is they say, but Trump. So you'll point out something about Biden, and they'll say, but Trump did this, this, and this. Now, what I say is I don't defend Trump. And the reason I don't do it is because it's a never-ending rabbit hole. It's going to take you off your topic. So when they say, but Trump, you say, okay, fine. But how does that negate what I'm saying about Joe Biden? If you think Trump is guilty of the same thing Biden is, then how does that make Biden not guilty? You stay on your point, because they're going to use tactics to distract you when they can't defeat you. So that's some free advice today. As far as the Cori Bush thing, absolute lack of decorum and respect for this country, in my opinion. But I want to know what you think in the comments, so please leave them. Especially our Facebook and YouTube audience. You guys have been great at leaving comments and sharing and all that. We really appreciate it. So again, I'll ask you to please also remember to like, share, and subscribe, because that really helps us out. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.